Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading from my Scorpios for the week starting January 18, 2016. And if you like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. You can also like and share my videos with your friends and your family. And before recording the video, I always meditate, ask Spirit for guidance, and I also pre-shuffle the cards. And I just noticed my candle being over, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change it. Actually, this is my last video for this week, Scorpio. I'm finishing with you. And so let's see what Spirit has to say for this week, my Scorpios. Okay, so we're starting with the Lovers. Very strong card. At the beginning of this week, there's a possibility for you to, you could be meeting someone. Or maybe last week you met that person and this week you still have this person in your mind. Because it's a very karmic card, the Lovers. It's a major arcana, so the energy is important. Spirit wants us to pay attention here. And it's related to love. Very passionate, guided love. Okay. Again, we'll have to see the other cards to see in relation to what exactly. But it's a beautiful energy for you this week, my Scorpios. And in the near past position, we have here the Five of Cups. So what I want you to know that, I feel here, Scorpio, is, this is a Mercury retrograde. It's retrograding in your third house. It's very confusing, sensitive time for you. If you're thinking about love and you're not seeing how this could happen, or you're not able to make this happen, or it's a past love, I'm just suggesting you to wait till the last, day of the month. Certainly not this week for you to, to feel, sad, or even if the energy is low, because you have a very personal Mercury retrograde, and also it's in Capricorn with Pluto, your ruler, your co-ruler. So in terms of love, you may have some disappointment, or you may feel disappointed. It may not be others. It may be how you react to the energy around you. Okay. Let's see what we have in the future position for next week for my Scorpios. The Queen of Swords. I love this card because this means that in terms of you moving forward, you certainly have a better position. You're less emotional. Okay. You're in the future for this week, you're looking at getting things done. Because it's the last week of Mercury being retrograde. It will go forward. I think it's the last day. It's the 25th. Around that day. Don't quote me, but around that day. And so once this is, clear, it's going to go forward in your third house. And it's a very strong house. It's the house where Pluto is. And so rest assured that once this is over, Scorpio, you will get the full clarity of mind in how to proceed, who you want to have in your team, because you're a queen. So you're going to have a team. You're going to have people. You're going to have a, a certain, how can I say, interest in other people's life, or, maybe a certain position in people's life, or people will have a certain position in yours. But you're looking at it and, you're preparing yourself now with all the lesson that you learn in terms of relationship. Maybe you have been disappointed in terms of even just your friendship. You're realizing that, because the third house is, your neighbors, but it could be also friends that are like family. cousin. So maybe those people, you have been disappointed in them, and now you're deciding to change the way you relate to them or the way you communicate. But it's gonna be good, and it's gonna give you this authority to protect yourself, mostly because you see she's the only queen with a weapon, but mostly it's just to create a healthy boundaries between those people and yourself, because Scorpio is not afraid of having intimate relationship. It's just they won't, Scorpio expect, serious relationship, people that are honest, not superficial relationship. And you're going to get that. Having this card in the future, there will be a clearing up with all that you have learned. And it's good because you will apply that into your behavior and create then this balance. So it's a good to have this card in this position. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio, in the outcome position. We have the Hermit. So I don't feel that it really is the time, for you to go within. I don't think that's what Spirit is telling us, because in this card is a little bit of isolation. But here I find that you have to make sure you keep your card close to your chest. You're going to have to go within. And I think most Scorpio have been doing so. And it's very important that during next week, that if you have started meditating or you have started doing your morning gratitude prayer, your affirmation. And I say this because the new moon we had, it was in December. The last one was in your 9th house. So it's a higher self, deep connection, higher learning. Also the house considered as God. And to me, the Hermit is like the guru, the seeker. Don't forget that, in order for you to keep the position that you have with others, it's good to share. It's good to talk, but mainly you have to do this internal process that you're used to, my Scorpio, which is just, looking at it within quietly, looking at your emotion, you're going to have this will be your ticket to inner peace, okay, this week, okay, is for you to, if you feel the energy is very heavy and you don't want to, how can I say, be affected emotionally, retrieve yourself, at least, until last week, because it's until next week, I'm sorry, because it's the last week of Mercury being retrograde. So, sometimes the energy is so strong, we have to, protect ourselves and come out when we feel it's safe, okay? And you may do that this weekend. You're protected. The universe is also on your side because you're the Hermit, and you have this intimate connection with your higher self, which is a star, and all the answers that you seek is within yourself. And this is due to the new moon. So remember that in this time for you, my Scorpio. So I'm going to end this reading here. I trust you'll have a beautiful week next week, my Scorpios. Sending you lots of kisses. Mwah! I love you, my Scorpios. Bye.